everybody. Welcome to Dump and Dish, episode 15. Got Coach Zane here with me. I'm Coach Switz. How's it going today, Coach?
Good. Just got off the ice. Another good round of camps.
Got a little different, though, being a Tuesday, not a Thursday we're filming on.
Yeah, filming a little early this week. But it's been a good week of camps so far. First 2 days, power skating is tough on the legs. My legs are burning a little bit right now. So, but
a long way from the heart.
Yeah. Yep, and you got
battle camp.
Yeah,
buddy. We're battling hard this week. A lot of battle this week.
That's fun.
A lot of physical contact.
Yep, no, that's awesome. And then the beginners are forward skating, backward skating, and stick handling.
Yeah, dangles.
Those work really well together with the balance and the forward skating. That lends very well to stick handling. We've learned that.
That's for sure.
If we're going to do stick handling, that getting that the balance in is very, very important. So,
anything else going on? How was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Good
Anything
weekend.
Fun?
Good weekend.
Where'd you go? You were going to the state fair. Did you end up going?
We did not end up going. Yeah, the Jefferson County Fair. We were talking about it, but ended up not doing that. Just hanging out. Kids were exhausted.
Shout out Nate Shearing. What's up, Nate? See that you joined. Attaboy.
Nate the Great's on.
Yeah. We missed you at work today, Nate.
Yeah.
Where were you?
It's making snow cones.
All right. Did you see the big news today? Ozzy Osbourne died.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
The guy got arrested in a Blues jersey.
Yeah.
God love it.
Made it to the last concert. That was pretty cool to see. I mean, he still was, commanding his voice and the audience, even though he was sitting in his chair the entire time. But definitely was living for that last concert. You know
what I remember him most by? That reality TV show he was on with him and his family. That was so funny. That was wild.
Yeah, wild times back then, yeah.
Oh, Nate Shearing's in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, on the beach.
Yeah.
All right. Ozzy died. That was sad to see.
Yeah.
I remember him from the TV shows more than his music. I will say that. So, I always liked that he got arrested in a Blues jersey. That's how I remember him.
The old mugshot.
Yeah, 100%. We also had Tkachuk in town this week. Did you see he got locked up?
Yeah.
Got locked up in jail with the cup. I thought that was pretty funny. Down there at the Brentwood Police Department. He had a funny quip or something about it.
It was at Obie's, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he stopped by there. I think I only saw the picture of him in jail.
Gotcha.
I thought that was pretty funny. He stopped by Brentwood, and it's like he said, "Let's hope it's the only time he's in that cell."
Yep.
That was pretty good. Big combo today. Here's the topic, Coach. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Hockey's hard.
Hockey
Be patient with your kids.
Yeah. Hockey is so hard.
Talk to me about the development of hockey and why we need to be patient with those youngsters.
It's just like when you watch your kids take their first steps in, barefoot in the living room, and when they're just learning how to skate, just simply marching. Most other sports, if you can walk, you can at least you have the basics down of whatever that sport may be.
Yeah.
So hockey's so different when we're balancing on an 1/8 inch of steel. The amount of balance that you need there is unbelievable.
And you do everything on one foot.
Yeah, everything's one-footed. Transferring your weight, but the progress or the progression of being able to just skate. Let's just start there. Just march. Just get up. I mean, it is really just like watching your kids in their first step. They try it, they fall back down. They try it, they fall back down. And all of a sudden, they take their first step, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's so awesome!"
Yeah.
And then it progresses from there. And hockey's the same way. The first time I had my older one on the ice, we made it like 2 steps, and she's like, "I want to go home." I'm like, "Cool, let's go home." And I tell parents all the time, like, the first time it might be 30 seconds that you're on the ice.
Yeah.
And then the next time it's a minute, then it's 2 minutes, then it's 5 minutes, then it's 10 minutes. But you have to be patient if you want your kid to enjoy hockey, to get into hockey or any of the skating sports, really, when it comes to the skating side of it. After you've learned how to skate, now we've got to learn how to use our hands. Now it's stick handling, passing, shooting. No different, again, than the kid learning how to open doorknobs.
Well, I'll say before you get the puck, you got to have 2 hands on a stick now.
Yeah.
So now I don't have my airplane arms out there keeping me balanced when I go do things. I got they're on a stick in front of me.
Yep. No, that's a great point. You got to have all the balance.
Yeah.
Balance is key, and you have to stop thinking about what your feet are doing, because now I can start thinking about what my hands are doing, and that's where we're teaching stick handling, passing, shooting, whatever it may be with our hands. Again, relating it back to child development at home. That's the kid who's learning how to open up a doorknob. That's a kid who's learning how to tie their shoes later in life. All these fine motor skills with our arms. Now we have to do that still on an 1/8 inch of steel.
On one foot.
And then, after you get that down, now you're actually able to play the game of hockey, because I've stopped thinking about what my feet are doing. I've stopped thinking about what my hands are doing. Now I can think about what other people are doing around me. And, that's the spatial awareness, just like we were talking earlier. If I told you to go get a spoon out of a drawer in your house, you know where that drawer is, you know which, slot that spoon is in, and you could do that while you're still having a conversation with me. That now is playing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking about what your feet, you're not going to like randomly fall down in the middle of the kitchen,
Nope,
for the most part.
Happen.
You know exactly where that drawer is, so you know where your hand is in relation to your body, and the same thing with the extension of the stick. You get used to that, and then now you can open that drawer, grab me the spoon, hand it to me while we're still talking about hockey or whatever else we're talking about. That's finally where that kid is playing hockey, is worried about where other people are on the ice, what they're doing, who am I going to pass to, what lane should I be filling, am I on the dot line for defense? You're now worried about the world around you and not just what your body is doing.
Yeah, whatever every piece of my body has to be doing to make sure this stays functional.
Yeah, I mean, when the kids are just randomly falling down, they're still worried about what their feet are doing, and it could even just be one skill inside of that. Where I had an adult in here last week that was like, "Oh, I don't like transitioning left." So everything else was fine. He was past that part of being able to skate
and think
and everything else. But then if I put him in a transition going backwards, from forward to backwards, going left, now we went all the way back down to I'm worried about what my feet are doing, and has stopped worrying about the pass that's coming or the play that's going to happen after that.
Or the guy he's supposed to be playing defense on.
Exactly right. And that's every little skill inside of hockey. Every skating skill, we do our camps and we have Crosby's. All of a sudden a kid has to do a Crosby, and again, they've gone from playing hockey, even like AAA kids, all the way back down to the bottom of that progression, pyramid, to I'm worried about what my feet are doing, and I just hope I don't fall down.
Yeah.
And now after they get done with that skill, they can go right back up to playing hockey. But until we build all those foundational skills with skating, stick handling, you get other ones that all of a sudden the puck comes to them and they're like, I don't want this thing.
Hot potato.
Yeah, and just throw it away. That's a clear sign that we're just not comfortable with what our hands are going to do.
Yep.
So we've now stopped at that level of the pyramid. So building that pyramid of again, skating, then hands, then actually playing hockey. And you can see when your kids have issues with a certain skill, and again, it's not like it all is just one. It's inside of every skill that we do.
Yep.
We had a player that played for us at one point who didn't like to shoot.
Oh yeah.
And would get the puck at the point and would ultimately look for a pass.
Great player, by the way. Like a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
High-end player.
Yeah, but just didn't
like his shot.
Did not like his shot and was not comfortable with it. And so as soon as he got the puck, the first thing he was looking to do was make a pass.
Yep.
Get rid of it. And so working through that and working through shooting to develop that shot would be, where I would focus with that kid, and recognizing those things inside of your player, of where do they, when they get the puck or when they're in a situation that they freak out and they're just not comfortable. Those are the things to really work on and build. And
well, you forgot everything. Now we got to do it all. And you forgot body contact. Physical sport we play.
Yeah.
Whether you're playing 8U, 6U, whatever, the kids are going to run into you when you got the puck. So you also got to stand on your feet when somebody runs into you because, well, they don't stop real great yet.
Yeah. No, they, there's not checking until 14U in the boys game, but at the end of the day, it's still a physical game, and especially in front of the net. Pretty much anything goes.
Battle camp, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. You get in front of that net and people are running into you. So again, you're back to worrying about trying to stay on an eighth inch of steel while somebody's trying to run into you at 10, 15 miles an hour. So
yeah, and it just goes back. Hockey's hard. Be patient with those kids.
Yes.
Don't get down on them so much. It's a very hard skill to learn.
Yeah, I got on a tangent there, really talking about the progression of a player, but at the end of the day, have that compassion, have that patience with your player, and
a little understanding. If you're ever questioning, put on a pair of skates and let your little guy buzz around you and see how comfortable you get.
I put a couple dads on the treadmill when they're back there barking. I had one that was barking at the kid. I was like, I know you play hockey, so bring your skates next time you're going on the treadmill. And so he did. And then the next 6 practices after that or lessons after that, he was sitting in the back of the room on his phone. Wouldn't even get close to the treadmill. He knew, once I proved it to him, hey, this is tough. We're doing something and we're building this player, but it's not built in one day. That this is a progression that we're going to have to work through things. And some of them we have to bring them down to build them back up. They've developed a bad habit, and they're comfortable with that bad habit, just like we were talking about before. They're comfortable skating.
Everybody's comfortable on those inside edges.
100%. They're comfortable doing it the wrong way. So now I've got to break that down, make them uncomfortable again on a flat, blade gliding, and then build the confidence back up in that skating stride. So
and nobody builds confidence with somebody screaming in their ear telling them they're no good at it.
Go harder, go faster. How fast does that treadmill go? I get that question all the time.
You remember that Hockey Canada golf commercial? It's where the kid was the caddy, and so like the dad was lining up for a putt, and then there was like, dad misses the putt. He's like, "You moron! It was 6 feet. How do you miss a putt like that? It's so easy."
Oh,
check it out. Google, YouTube that. It's pretty funny if you haven't seen it.
Listen, we might have to tie that in. Tie a link to that in the comments.
It is so funny. The kid is the caddy, and the dad is like playing golf, and he's just lighting up his dad because he missed like some 5-foot putt. It is so funny.
I had a kid on another one on the treadmill where dad was doing it, and dad was like, "Man, I'm tired. Like, I need some water." And the kid goes, "You don't deserve water." And I was like, "Oh, he's heard that before."
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's classic.
That 12-year-old didn't just come up with that
no,
fast.
No, they're not that good. They're not that quick.
Yeah, he's
that's been said to him quite a few times.
Yeah, you don't deserve water. So that was funny.
That was good. Well, good combo today, Coach. I like that topic. Everybody be patient with those kiddos. They're trying hard. It's not easy out there on that 1/8-inch piece of steel.
Yeah, very hard.
All right, that's it. Episode 15 in the books. Dump and dish. I'm out.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good week.
See ya.